Like most of Griffith's kickoffs, this one is deep and not to be returned. And a first down throw. Cook fires far side into strong coverage, and right away a pass interference flag. Marlon Humphrey was in coverage against the top Spartans receiver, Burbridge. In this department, the Spartans have been a lot better than the Crimson Tide this season, converting more than half their third downs, among the top in college football. Empty backfield. Cook fakes and then takes off, not known as a runner, and wrapped up by Reggie Ragland, the middle linebacker.
They really found their identity after that game.
There's a second down throw. Catch made by Ridley, who darts across the 30 for a first down. On the end around, Ardarius Stewart tries to get to the edge. Hit hard and driven down. Yeah. Monte Nicholson, the free safety. J.K. Scott has come on after a rough start to the season. Look how high this talented sophomore from Colorado can boom the ball, and it bounces down inside the 5-yard line. Spartans didn't field it, and it cost them, and they'll be pinned back inside the 5. L.J. Scott, the talented true freshman, the workhorse in that marathon drive against Iowa in the game. Off the blitz, they flip it to Josiah Price, and the tight end has running room and a first down across the 15. On 2nd and 7, they feed Scott, who tries to bounce it, but is going to be dropped for a loss. Ryan Anderson again involved in the tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Instead, they fire far side to Ridley, who's been active early, already a few catches. Well, Tom Rinaldi can add on Lane Kiffin's game plan.
Interesting to see that he's yet to hand the ball to number 2. Wants to see how he passes the ball, Chris.
And on cue, he does handle to number 2, and Henry stutter steps and does move the chains across the 40-yard line. Henry took no insult in that, by the way. Coker chased, flushed, and loses the ball. It rolls out of bounds. Arjun Colhoun, the quarterback, was running him down and knocked the ball out of his hands, lucky to avoid a turnover.
You see Alabama right now playing with safeties that are back. It makes it very tough to be able to get the deep ball. You have to work on your running game and your short passing game when you have 2 safeties.
It's Mondre London's turn to carry the ball. They'll rotate backs and hope that one of them gets hot. It's authoritative, it's animated leadership from Ashawn Robinson, Jaron Reed, and Jonathan Allen.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I just impressive to watch their attitudes.
Spartans playing fast on 3rd down, trying to catch the Tide napping, and they do. The pass complete down inside the 40-yard line to Felton Davis, the true freshman. Burbridge now in the Wildcat as Cook has moved to the receiver. They'll do this from time to time. Burbridge circling back. Cannot escape. Drop for a loss. Gang tackling Dylan Lee. The linebacker got there quickly. Once again, on 3rd down, Kirk, the Spartans trying to play fast and catch the Tide, not ready. Cook harassed and dropped for the first time back at midfield. And that's Jonathan Allen, his 11th sack of the season. There's a whole bunch of guys on that unit that are going to be playing on Sundays for quite a few years. Plenty of scouts around tonight. So Hartbarger trying to knock it dead deep, does a spectacular job, a sideways bounce, and the coverage guys grab it at the 2-yard line. Chris Fry. Drake in the slot here.
Coker needs to be very careful here. 3rd down and long.
Drake's in motion. Fires back far side. Catch made by Stewart. He gets a block on the edge. Lowers his shoulder against Darian Hicks. And a first down. 3 receivers to the right. Again, he gets it out quickly to Stewart. He gets another good block on the edge. They're really working the perimeter much more than the middle, and they move the chains again.
Now, that's the most successful aspect of their attack in the first quarter. Knowing Lane Kiffin, at some point, he's going to have to take a shot against man-to-man pressure from Michigan State. Try to stretch this Michigan State defense.
Flip it to Drake out of the backfield, and Kenyon, who brings an element of speed and versatility to the offense, scampers quickly out near the 40. Coker to Henry, who powers forward near the marker. It'll be 3rd and short for the Tide.
And he's gone back to number 2.
Also flip the tempo. Henry knocked down near the marker. Monte Nicholson cut him down. It's going to be short. Need about a football. Coker with big number 2 driving behind him does make the first down.
Yeah.
Lined up at midfield. They fake it to him. Coker takes a downfield shot. Ridley has a step. Jump ball. Incomplete. Good coverage. Williams now in a slot. Empty backfield for Cook, who rolls and fires downfield to Shelton. Well covered. Here comes the second pass interference flag of the night. This one on Minkah Fitzpatrick, who just never found the ball.
He's one of the top receivers in the country. He just couldn't hold on to it.
Cook delivers over the middle again. Catch made by Paul Lang, the senior tight end. Just his 11th of the season. They're finding space in the middle. Cook fires way over the head of R.J. Shelton.
That's exactly what they did. They show pressure. They only rush 3. And now you're talking about having 8 guys in coverage.
So it's Drake, not Henry, in the game, and Coker looking to throw on first down. Richard Mullaney, the graduate transfer from Oregon State, with a first down catch to the 35. Spartans bring pressure. Coker delivers complete once again. A catch made by Stewart, and it was knocked out of bounds near midfield by Nicholson. Play action on first down. Coker will take a shot. Ridley holds it in. Three in the backfield. Henry. That's easy. Pure muscle, and Alabama strikes first. Tide showing pressure, and they do bring 5 rushers. Cook, flushed, hit, dropped. Ryan Anderson, the linebacker, got him. Tide trying to add to the lead here. 4 minutes to halftime, and Coker feeling good about himself. Finds O.J. Howard in the veteran tight end. His first catch out across the 40, and a flag where Coker was hit by McDowell after he got rid of it. Coker. Downfield shot. Howard is wide open, makes the catch, running free inside the 25. Calhoun drove him out.
It makes it easy for Howard to outrun him, and a good throw by Coker.
And again, tempo after the big play as Coker fires far side, but flying in to knock down Stewart was Jermaine Edmondson.
Sure is working.
Oh, Coker bobbles the snap. The play is all messed up, running for his life, and just fires it to Drake, who should have dropped the ball. He makes the catch, but it's a loss on the far side. But he's come on strong. 21 of 29 for the season. This from 47 for a 10-point lead. And he knocks it through. For the kicker, born in Poland, Gerald Holmes. Stays in to block the blitz, and it's a low throw. They finally move the chains. That's a catch by Burbridge, his first. Cook on 2nd and 7, steps up, delivers another strike across the middle to Shelton, and they'll move the chains into Alabama territory inside of a minute now.
Nice job working back into the middle again.
Cook, as the pocket collapses, he goes down again. And that time, Jonathan Allen, for the 2nd time tonight, knocks down the quarterback. They basically run the team, don't they? The defensive line.
Without a doubt.
In terms of the players.
Yep.
3rd and 18 for Cook. Fires, completes a Kings, who makes the catch, takes a hit at the 30-yard line. Clutch with 35 seconds left. If the Spartans can get back in this game, remember that play. They still have the 1 timeout. Cook fires far side into coverage, and a leaping catch by Burbridge over Jones at the 12.
You know, you want to get to the national championship, your best players have got to make plays. And that's what's happening for the first time all night for this Michigan State offense.
And now they got the big Alabama bodies breathing heavily from the 12. Cook takes a shot, picked off. Jones along the sidelines. And Cook with a crucial mistake as the time pick him off for the first time with 6 seconds before halftime. Derrick held 4 yards per carry below his season average, just 2.9 per carry on his 13 attempts, but he did go over 2,000 yards for the season. And now Coker thought about finding Drake on first down, delivers instead to Mullaney, who was wide open, slips a tackle, and moves into Michigan State territory. The outlet receiver comes up big. Henry motions out. Coker has plenty of time. A flag comes down, incomplete. Darian Harris was covering Stewart. A couple of flags on the field.
Holding defense.
I was holding up front.
That penalties decline. Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense number 93. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Coker was surprised by the snap. Backpedaling. Delivers a strike to Ridley as Calhoun closed in on him. That was a nice throw. Fake it to Henry. Coker bootleg. Howard, another catch, driven out. First down, Alabama at the 18. He's living a dream now, quarterbacking Alabama to a SEC championship, perhaps bigger things. And Coker keeps it. Flag comes down as he is driven down hard by Lawrence Thomas, the idol of Jake.
Hands to the face. Defense number 4. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Coker. End zone. Ridley. Jump ball. Incomplete. Edmondson was battling him and made the play. What a great catch by Ridley. Whether or not it stands, I mean, you talk about hand strength.
Great effort by both Edmondson and also Ridley in the focus, as you said. And I don't think his heel is out of bounds. So if they end up saying that the ball, in fact, did not keep moving, both his steps are in bounds.
After further review, the receiver got his right foot down in the end zone with possession. Touchdown.
What a play by Calvin Ridley, the freshman, as the call on the field is overturned and the Tide has stretched their lead. White and green on 3rd and 6. Cook has protection, but the ball's batted up in the air. Caught by a Spartan. It's McGarrett Kings off the carom. Allen knocked the ball down. The catch made short of the first down, however. Running left with a wall of blockers. Hurdles the man, dives across the 40 before Cox could stop him. That's Henry's best run of the ball game. Tide need 11 on 3rd down. Grit protection. Coker delivers a strike again. It's Mullaney.
Right between the two safeties that time.
Henry. Flag comes down as Henry muscles for about 13 before he's driven out.
Personal foul. Chop block. Offense. Number 76 and number 50. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
Still 2nd and 25. Coker chased again. Flips it to Henry on a screen who could not keep his balance and steps out of bounds for a loss, and the Tide are going the wrong way. And now they got to get 12 to stay on the field here. Cook pressured. Fires it away, incomplete to avoid the sack. Tim Williams, the speedy edge pass rush specialist, that time got in the quarterback's face, and here comes the intentional grounding flag late. Mark Barger backed up to his end line here. Gets it away quickly. Jones is driven back. It's a nice punt, but he's got room. Cyrus Jones with a crease to the sideline. Still running. Touchdown, Alabama. Only one drive longer than 33 yards. That, of course, was the drive that ended in the pick at the end of the half. Cook rolling out, batted in the air, almost intercepted.
How about the effort there by big Denzel Duvall? Also goes up, almost comes down with the interception.
3rd and 9, pressure. Cook gets it away. Burbridge could not make the catch. They brought heat that time. But again, a catchable ball for a Michigan State receiver. SEC is the chant from the Alabama faithful on the far side. And Jones, another chance, this time to the left side. Gave that little high step move again and got across midfield.
He likes that Walter Payton little like hesitation move. You know, he lifts that leg up.
Will they begin to feed Henry now? Nope. Lane Kiffin still wants a play action shot down the field. Ridley running free. Got a touchdown.
He tried to take the blueprint from 2014, the success of Blake Sims and Amari Cooper, where they were spread and tempo, and they tried to figure out if they could run that this year with this offense. And when they lost to Ole Miss, they scrapped it and went back to finding a way to we're going to run the football with Derrick Henry and play action pass.
Shelton, short gain near the marker at the 35. Wildcat with Scott next to him. He keeps it. Shows the speed on the edge. A stiff arm driven out. First down across the 45. Cyrus Jones, a punt return for a touchdown. And Ridley on a deep ball from Coker. On 3rd and 8, shovel pass to Price inside. The tight end has some room. A first down and a lot more inside the 35.
Yeah, really good execution here by Cook. A little bit.
And then he's trying to find a staff. He's got about 5 more guys to hire at Georgia, working recruits late at night. Didn't remember about the dogs now.
But he could have left, but he wanted to stay.
Yeah.
Not just to be there with his coaching staff, but really it's about the players and trying to finish this year off.
Scott on 3rd and 5 gets nothing, and it'll be 4th down. Muschamp, McElwain, of course, and Smart. That play is knocked down on 4th down by Reggie Ragland, and the Tide will take over. And Kirby Smart over there jumping around with his linebacker, one of the leaders in the stadium.
Good thing we're in an NFL stadium here.
Coker diving, still headlong, trying to move the chains on 3rd down. Comes up a couple yards short. He's still doing what he does. He's still selling out.
Remember the mantra, finish. Maybe even this year early against Cooper Bateman, and then after being benched, he kind of got just upset.
Sure did. Responded very well to that benching. Played well. I know you'll be ready. Oh, yeah. That wasn't what I was going for. As Drake gets the edge and shows the speed into Spartan territory. Cuts back, still running. Kenyon Drake dragged down at the 10 by Calhoun. You said he'd have a monster play tonight. It came in the 4th quarter.
Well, he is the glue to that offensive line, and with some of the issues they had at quarterback early in the year, 2 new offensive guards on the left and right, he keeps it together.
Henry cuts it back, tries to bounce it, gets past Calhoun, headed for the end zone. Another touchdown for the Tide. The 2nd for the Heisman winner tonight.
Look at him push away Calhoun. That is a big man at 255, 260 pounds. He just throws him to the side right there with that stiff arm that's becoming legendary.
No, Cook's actually still in the game, but with Terry, he's playing quarterback, and he's going to take off. And the talented runner who took turns with Tyler O'Connor in the win at Ohio State makes the first down. And it's a throwback to Price, and gets a block on the edge, muscles for about 5, and gets knocked down, and a flag comes out for a late hit. And for pride, certainly the Spartans would love to get on the board here. Cook flips it short, and London's knocked out of bounds. Another first down. And Saban has a special feel about this team for the reasons you just said. He really wants to win a championship for their sake. Really not to add to his total, and you can believe him when he says that. They fake it to London. Cook still has it, throws back, and incomplete. Trying to get it to Kevin Pendleton, but Bradley Silv was right there, and the Tide will take over again. 4:29 from the finish line. Other connections between the schools, of course, Danny Ford, who won Clemson's only previous championship, an Alabama grad. As we see, the talented true freshman Bo Scarborough has had a knee injury much of the season, but a monster future. He figures to take over the Derrick Henry role next year. Perhaps will really believe that he can count on this quarterback. Bateman, meanwhile, trying to make his mark, delivers a low throw. Cook working over the middle, and the catch is made by D'Anthony Arnett out to the 45.
The tough thing for Mark D'Antonio is he has brought this program so far in these last 4 or 5 years. You just wonder if a loss like this on this big a stage, what that does to the brand of Michigan State. I would look at them, and you could argue that they have as many wins as almost anybody in the country in the last 3 or 4 years.
5 11-win seasons in the last 6 as Cook flips it down. Leaping interception made by Dylan Lee, who's mobbed by his teammates. The senior with his first pick of the season. Wow, what a catch.
How about him going up into the air, making the play, and then getting his foot down? Look at Kirby Smart's trying to make a play on the ball. He's over here.
Defense set the tone, blanking the Spartans. Alabama bullying the Big Ten champions and booking a spot in the national championship game opposite Clemson in Glendale a week from Monday. Emphatic and dominant.
You now face #1 Clemson. Dabo Swinney's fond of saying, bring your own guts. What will the Tide bring to the national championship game?
Well, you know, we'd like to enjoy this game for 24 hours, but, you know, Clemson's got a great team. They're undefeated. Got a great program. So, you know, I'm sure our guys are going to be motivated to, you know, try to do the best they can to play the best they can in a game. And it's a great opportunity for them. And I'm just proud as hell of them for getting to where they are and doing what they did all year long since the Ole Miss game.
What are the chances we'll see a smile right now?
Well, we got another game.
I told you. I
Next
told
week.
you.
Appreciate it. Let's go to Heather.